So today we're going to work the lower body, and the lower body is one of my also favorite places. I think everything about Pilates is my favorite. But what I love about working the lower body is it really helps us get into the back body. Okay, so often when we go to the gym, right, we work the front of our bodies. We're used to working what's in front of us. But with Pilates, we really want to focus on the back side of our body because it's a supporting area for us. And the glutes, our butt, is one of the biggest muscles of our body, has lots of muscles in there, but it's also the laziest. And we sit on it all day and it's become inactive. So we need to activate all of those dormant muscles. We also want to get into the back of the legs, the hamstrings, because our hip flexors tend to take over a lot of our movement, and they're stiff and they're tight and they're short and they're weak. So let's get all around the leg, all around, as well as into that back body a little bit today, okay? So we're going to start lying down on our back, and I want you to get your legs sit bone distant apart. Now, as we're here, try to find your posture. You know your belly scoop now, pelvis, ribs, shoulder blades. Now, let's kind of press our feet into the mat and try to drag your heels towards your butt. Release that. You feel the back of your legs? Push your heels down a bit and then drag them to your butt. Now, keep that. Anchor your pelvis and pull your pelvis towards your heels. So your heels are towards your butt is towards your heels. Do you feel the back of your legs activate? All right, let's try to keep that as we roll the pelvis towards us with our belly scoop. We start to lift the hips up, and we keep those hips up, as well as the heels to the butt to the seat. Hello, butt. Okay, and now as we're here, stay there. I want you to rotate open the shoulders. We're going to get into that back body today. So rotate open the shoulders, okay? And really press the top of your arm bone into the mat. Can that help lift you higher? Good. Maintain your belly scoop. Feel your back. And then again, heels to seat, seat to butt. Imagine there's a little ball between your knees. Give that ball a gentle squeeze. Everything active in your backside? Good. Roll it down and maintain that connection. All right, we're going to play with that a little bit. We're going to roll up. See if you can find all of those muscles right away. And roll. It's hard on the way down to not release them, right? But notice our shoulders want to roll forward on the way down. That's, again, your shoulders trying to create the rounding of your spine. We want your spine to do it. So keep those shoulders and arms pressed into the mat. Already my booty's getting tired. How about you? Come on, try to get into those muscles. Wake them up. Wake them up. It's kind of fun, right? Playing with your body like this. And again, Pilates is play. Have fun. We don't want to be so serious, but it's fun to work into our body. And what's cool is when you ignite all these muscles and strengthen them and wake them up, you'll find your other workouts, your other movement, becomes so much fun. Whew. All right, stay there. Let's stretch our left leg down on the mat, okay? As it's down there on the mat, I want you to flex your foot, look up, and get that heel so it's sort of lined up with your spine, okay, and lie back down. Now, all I want you to do is press that heel into the floor. And as you press it into the floor, really flex the foot. It's really reaching through the heel as well as pressing it down. And see if you can ignite the hamstrings and the butt. And I'm talking about where the butt meets the hamstring. Press right there and see if you can feel it. Good. Now keep that. And then slide that leg in towards you and release. Let's try the other way. Now we're going to slide this one down. Hold it there and flex the foot. Make sure it's lined up with your spine. And then I want you to push your heel down and see if you can activate where the seat and hamstring meet. Keep reaching forward with the heel too, and notice if that opens your hip joint a little. And then pull it back in. Slide the other leg. Slide. Activate. Pull. Again, we're trying to find that back body. Reach on an inhale, feel your belly pulling it up in opposition. Exhale, pull everything in as you dig the heel in. Good. All right, so stay right there. Bring everything in. Good. Now I want you to find your belly scoop as you inhale, lift your heels. And then exhale, hover the toes. Can you float your arms up? Good, hold right there. And maybe tap the toes down and pick them back up. Tap the toes, bring them back up. One more time, tap, up. And just bring them down. Take your arms down, pull one knee in towards your chest. And then use your belly scoop and bring the other knee into your chest and squeeze those thighs together. Roll the shoulders back. Good, now I'm going to stretch one leg away from me. And as I do, I want to try to get into my back body. So reach and then just press slightly down to feel the hamstring and seat. And then pull back in. Other leg reaches away. Find your hamstring and seat, as well as your belly scoop, and pull back in. So we're trying to let go of those hip flexors. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And reach. And pull. Good. Reach. And pull. Excellent. Now, squeeze your thighs together. Take an inhale. Exhale, flex up. All right, we know this drill, right? So anchoring the belly, I want you to try to reach the legs away from you. Keep a soft bend in those knees and stretch your arms away from you. And can you maintain your belly scoop as you circle everything back in? And inhale, reach. Find the back body. Good. So belly scoop, reach. Find your hamstrings and seat. Press those legs down a little bit to get into that belly. Reach and press. And pull it in. Good, you got two more. Keep your chest lifted. One more time. Pull that upper back over. And bring it on down. Beautiful job. Take the legs into tabletop. Flex yourself up. Good. So we're going to get into that back body here as we find our spine stretch. So dig your heels in, reach through the heels, and sit up tall. Find that posture and tall back. So I want to try to get into that back body. So I want you to push into the heels and see if you can find your hamstrings. Take an inhale here and try to lift from your belly scoop. Exhale as you dive it. Those legs stay active from the seat and hamstring. And roll it back up. Your knees are straight up towards the ceiling. Press into the heels. Activate the hamstring. Good. One more time. Good. You come up, take your arms out to the sides. Now rotate your body on an inhale and do not let your hips move. Good. And then we dive towards our pinky toe and pulse it. 3, 2, 1. Rotate up into that twist. Go the other way. Anchor your pelvis. And dive it. 3, 2, 1. Keep pressing into your heels and see if you can find the hamstring. I know it's hard. Try to reach through the heel more. Good. We're focusing on the hips today, right? It's interesting how when you change your focus, when you change your perspective, how the outlook changes, how the exercise changes. So Pilates is a practice for the body as well as the mind. Good. And then come to center. Awesome job. Turn it. Lie down and take your forehead on top of your hands. Get a little distance between your legs, and I want your pubic bone down. Your tips of your hips just sort of float up a little bit. I want you to try to squeeze the seat and hamstring and really elongate the leg from there. Find your belly scoop, pull it in and away from the pelvis, and we're just going to lift one leg up from where the seat meets the hamstring, right? Stretch that leg long and bring it down. Other side, we reach and lift. Good. So remember, we talked about the ribs pulling away from the hips, right? it's happening here. The ribs are pulling in and away from the pelvis away from the ribs as you squeeze the seat and hamstring. Good, now feel free to try both. You can even try it with the legs squeezed together. Makes it a little harder, right? Squeezing the back of the legs, the inner thighs together. They're all working together. The hips completely working. Squeeze together and lift. And you can even try to add the upper body. Inhale. Exhale. Belly scoop. Two more. Come on, really stretch that pelvis away from the ribs. Squeeze the thighs together. Good. Push back into a little stretch here. And let's take it to the side and lie down on our side. And it wouldn't be a lower body hip work if we didn't try some side leg work. So get yourself in one long line against your mat. Pelvis level on its side. Good. You're just going to take your legs, take them to the front corner of your mat. And you want to create a little air cushion here underneath your waist. So I want you to lift the ribs in and up and find that little kind of hole here. Top leg lifts, and we're just going to kick that leg forward and back. So as it comes forward, release the hip flexor. Try to have like a lot of like let go here and make the belly do the work. In and up. Good. And as you go back behind you, find that seat and hamstring connection as you maintain your belly scoop. Good, two more. Excellent. And then take the legs straight, bend your bottom leg, lift this leg, and we're going to lift it up, but you're going to keep this air cushion under here. So really take the ribs away from the pelvis from the ribs, lift and lower. You feel how it is all in the center. And so often what I see is this collapsing here, right? But stay really connected here. It's pretty cool. Three more. 3, 2, 1. Now stay there. Now press that leg slightly back so you find the seat hamstring connection. Find that and give me circles there. Try not to arch the back. Circle the other way. 4, 3, 2, 1, and release it down. Good. Come on up. Just give a little side bend over. Good. And we go the other way. Cradle your head. Find your long line. Level the pelvis. Okay. Find that air cushion there. Pull in and up. And squeeze your thighs and bring them to the front corner of your mat. You almost like when you do that, did you find your top heel went shorter than your bottom heel? That means you sunk. So I want you to push the top heel over that bottom heel and see if that helped create a little air lift under you. Lift the top hip and let's go forward and back. The more you can stabilize with the belly, the torso, the more freedom your leg is going to have to move, okay? So put really all your emphasis there, even though your hips are working. Good. Keep stretching that bottom leg long and almost pressing that bottom leg down. Good. All right. Now take it long, bend your bottom leg, stretch that top leg long. Find your air cushion as you lift and lower. Again, put it in this like rib to hip connection. So the pelvis pulls away from the ribs pull away from the pelvis with your belly scoop in the center. Good, and we don't want to collapse that pelvis at all. 3, 2, this top shoulder's down. Good, and then little circles. Good. So I hope I'm not over cueing you. I want you to just listen to the cues that resonate with you. All right. So I just don't want you to forget anything, but like just focus on what you need to focus on today. Okay. So if it's that belly scoop, keep it at the belly scoop. Now circle the other way. Find your seat and hamstring as you kind of press it back a little. Yeah. 3, 2, 1. If it's just your breath, focus on your breath. Good. Come on up. So just focus on what you need to today. That's why you can do this 28 days series lots of different times and focus on something different each time. Good, and come to center. Awesome. All right, I'm going to go on my back one more time just to kind of recenter. All right. I know we're past time, but really just roll the hips up. See if you can feel your back body more. Good, and then tap down and lift up. 3 more. 3, 2. You're going to keep the hips up there on 1, and then just march your leg. And when the leg lifts, you find it from your belly scoop, right? But what's really working is where the seat meets the hamstring of that bottom leg. Feel the heels sort of draw towards your seat. Good. For 4, 3. Work that upper back too. That supports you. We are holding our upper back up with our muscles. Good. And then roll it on down. Excellent job. Hug those thighs into you and rock back and forth. We're going to end lying down here, so just sort of let your legs rest, let your body rest open. And just breathe here. See how you feel. How do those hips feel? I know it's just 15 minutes a day, but you still can waken up those muscles. Pretty cool, right? And if you're looking for longer workouts, I have plenty of them in my core club. So again, there's some information down below. You can check it out. Your first week is free. And if not, I will see you on day number 5.